secondary latch, secondary.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna go straight through this one. I'm gonna start with the right. I'm gonna go through this, and then you're gonna go through the left.
Okay.
Okay, so the first thing, open it up. Wing. General surface condition. What we're looking for here is rust, any dents, any basic scratches, anything too bad. Making sure that everything looks nothing's broken, no cracks. Next, we're looking at the flap and its hinges. So this is why I like to leave it in. Because, number one, the flap speed on these planes is 103. So you can put the flaps in at that speed. That's going to take quite a beating, so you want to make sure that it's got a solid kind of hold to it.
Okay.
So, make sure it's solid. And then we're going to check this bolt right here. Because this bolt is the main bolt that controls the flaps. That's where we get our extension and our kind of
just make sure that's tight.
Yeah. Make sure it's solid, make sure it's not going anywhere. Next, we've got aileron and hinges. Ailerons on the outside of the wing. So we're going to check up, down, going for the controls, making sure that they follow with the aileron.
Okay.
Next, we've got the piano wire in each one. Basically, the little wire for the hinges, making sure that they're all solid, all intact. You can see how it bends at the end of each one. We want to make sure that they're all intact and locked in place.
Okay.
Next, we have right in this middle one. This has got the control lever, kind of like the flaps have on the inside, but it's just right here. And again, we're checking, making sure it's solid, making sure it's not going anywhere.
All right.
Then, same with the outside, checking the wiring, making sure that the hinge is working correctly. Next, wingtip. So this is the wingtip. Added. Someone scratched that recently? Someone did scratch that. Scratched, not cracked. Okay. That wingtip looks fairly fine, not too bad. Next, lights. You can look at them clear, but what I like to do, in order to not waste everyone's time, I like to do a second walk around at the end, checking all the lights, because otherwise you're leaving the master switch on the entire time and you're getting charged for that.
Right.
So, wingtip, lights, fuel cap, right in here. So, right here, fuel this aircraft, 24 US gallons usable. You open it up, you can look inside. Right now this is fully filled up, but if you look inside, you can see a tab, a little metal tab.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's it. 17, yeah. So it gives you a good idea of what you've got. And these planes also burn around 10 gallons an hour. So you can use that as a kind of reference point.
Okay.
Next is fuel quantity and color. We just checked inside by looking at it, it was blue. We're also going to check that in a second. Fuel cap, closed and secured. Fuel tank sump, or fuel vent, and then fuel tank sump. So, we get down here. Now on all of these, the fuel tank, or the fuel sump, is right in front of the wheel.
Okay.
So if we just grab this, push up, we'll see right in here, it looks fairly clear, it's blue, and is that a bubble in there? No. Okay, yeah. So it's clear, it's blue, and there's no bubbles, no water. So then, I say toss it. Some people don't, but I don't want to risk anything that's in here falling back inside there.
Okay.
Next, we've got the fuel vent. So while we're still down here, we can see this little tube right here.
Yep.
That is the fuel vent. Basically, any excess fuel or fumes or anything like that will leak out of there, so that way we don't have any type of pressure buildup or anything, bad with it, overflow. Next, fuel tank sump, pitot head, and static vent. Those are on the left side of the wing, not this side, so I'm not going to touch that. Stall warning, also on the left side of the wing. Brake, landing gear and tire, along with brake block and disc. So, landing gear, tire, what we're looking for here, number one, we've got the strut right there. We want to make sure it's nice and plenty of room.
Yep.
We've got the tire. We want to make sure it's not flat or bald. And this one doesn't look too bad. We've got a little bit of wear and tear up on this inside, but it still looks fairly decent. So that looks good. Now, for the brake block and disc, we've got basically right here, we've got the brake block and we've got the disc on the inside.
Okay.
So you can see the hydraulic lines down in the bottom. We want to make sure that there's no leaking, nothing happening. Hydraulic fluid is red, so if you ever see a little puddle down below, you know that you're going to basically not have any brakes to land.
Okay.
And the final step is the tie down. So
Okay.
So that is the wing. Next, we've got the basically the nose section. Fuel strainer. Now, this is the part that I don't like because it does have you swapping back and forth, and it will also be a little bit different for the Warrior and the Archer. With the Warriors, if you look, you can see how they kind of can fold up the entire half.
Yep.
The Archers only have the oil door, so
Okay.
you don't get as much vision and you can't check quite as much stuff. But from this section, we're going to go ahead and start at the front. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop it open.
Okay.
Inside, we've got different stuff you can see. Got the oil or the air pump, the vacuum pump right there with that little blue stripe on it.
Yep.
You got the magnetos back there, oil filter, and mainly the oil is what we're going to check.
Okay.
So, little trick. Unscrew it. Pull it out about an inch. And start looking for the writing. There it is. Pull it out. Follow it all the way down. We can see 8 is right in between about 7 or so. It's a lot easier to mess with it when it's right down here and you're trying to find it than when you're out here and trying to twist it around.